Welcome, my name is Rebecca and I'm a parent consultant and trainer for the Utah Parent Center. The Utah Parent Center is pleased to present a series of training modules on Section 504 of the Rehabilitation Act of 1973. As a viewer, you can watch this training in its entirety or just watch the sections that most interest you. We are also offering the entire training in Spanish. Most of you viewing this training have children with a disability who may need assistance in order to access their education and participate at the same level as their peers. Section 504 is a law designed to provide accessibility and reasonable accommodations in a school setting. It's a process that involves creative thinking. I have a daughter who has several disabilities, and oftentimes, as a family, we need to think of creative ways of accomplishing a desired task or activity. An example of this happened just last summer. My daughter had a strong desire to learn to water ski. We took her to a nearby lake to teach her. Unfortunately, that day there was a lot of chop to the water, and the traditional rope and pull method was unsuccessful in getting her out of the water and up onto her skis. As we drove home that evening, she felt very frustrated and defeated. About a month later, my daughter was invited to try out some adaptive equipment to aid her in her attempts to water ski. A boom was attached that extended from the side of the boat. She was easily able to hold on to the boom and get out of the water as the boat accelerated. She had an amazing time. She was really skiing. Yes, she did it in a way that was different from the other skiers, but she was still up on her skis, she was going fast, and she was having a great time. She was able to access the skiing experience through an accommodation made to the boat. Section 504 is all about accommodations. In a school setting, some students may need a creative approach to accomplish tasks and assignments. Let's discuss how this can be done through Section 504 of the Rehabilitation Act of 1973. In this workshop, we will discuss 5 basic areas in regards to Section 504. We will define what Section 504 is. We will discuss how a student becomes eligible for Section 504 services. We will also discuss how the Section 504 process works and what services are available. Lastly, we will discuss several problem-solving scenarios that could occur and give recommendations for a successful outcome. Let's begin with a definition of Section 504. Section 504 is a civil rights statute that prohibits discrimination against all individuals with disabilities in all programs that receive federal financial assistance. This civil rights statute began back in 1973 with the intent of leveling the playing field for individuals with disabilities. Those with qualified disabilities receive protection from discrimination at any age. Section 504 covers all programs that receive federal financial assistance, which include our schools, both public and charter, post-secondary education, which includes our public colleges and universities, and also includes the Utah Colleges of Applied Technology. This could also include private colleges that accept federal money through Pell Grants or apply for federal grants. Section 504 also includes our federal, state, and local government programs, which could include recreational centers, federal housing, social services, mental health centers, and other city and county programs. Equal access and opportunity is the focus. A guiding principle of Section 504 is to place a student with a disability at an equal starting level with a typical student in accessing classroom instruction and participating fully in assessments. Section 504 is not intended to reduce learning expectations. The legislators who originally crafted the Rehabilitation Act of 1973, including Section 504, wanted to change the way Americans viewed people with disabilities. Instead of viewing a person with a disability as someone having a medical problem that needed to be fixed, the view shifted to the modern reality that disability is a natural part of the human experience and in no way diminishes the right of an individual to experience full inclusion and integration in society, education, employment, independent living, and economic and social self-sufficiency. Qualified individuals with disabilities are entitled to a free, appropriate public education under Section 504. The law defines an appropriate education as regular or special education and related aids and services that are designed to meet individual education needs of students with disabilities as adequately as the needs of students without disabilities. More simply put, students with qualified disabilities have a right to receive reasonable accommodations based on their individual needs, which will level the playing field and give them an equal opportunity to receive benefit from their educational program. These services are to be provided free, at no cost to parents or guardians, except for those fees that are imposed upon all students or their parents or guardians. In an effort to achieve equal access to education, students with qualified disabilities under Section 504 should have equal opportunity to benefit from educational services, be educated with their peers in the regular classroom to the maximum extent appropriate, have equal access to academic services, and have equal access to non-academic settings such as extracurricular activities, meals, recess, and physical education. Remember, equal access and opportunity is the focus of the law.